Review the boy. Alright, maybe I will. So I've got a bit different of a video today. I wanted to do a quick review of one of my most dear possessions in life, which is the Little Martin LX1E. This is of course the electric version, that's why there's the E there. And I've owned this guy for a little bit over 3 years, so I kind of wanted to give a little bit of my ideas, feedback, share some of my experiences, and just talk about how this guitar is. So for about the first week that I had this guitar, the sound wasn't ideal, and that's because of course with all guitars there is a bit of a break-in period. So this guitar was just about 10 days. With other guitars, sometimes it's been longer, sometimes it's been shorter, but just know that if you get one of these brand new, it's not going to sound as good as it could.
Until about 10 days later.
So one thing that I really like about this guitar is its size. This was small enough that I could move around everywhere with it. I could keep it in my car. I could take it to friends' houses easily and not have to worry about it. And because it's a Martin and I'm able to deal with my guitars taking a little bit of abuse, I was able to take this relatively everywhere, and it's handled everything really well. It's been really cold to the point it's probably been freezing overnight, and it's been really hot, been left out by the fire and whatnot. But it's a trooper, it's stayed strong. It hasn't had really any issues with the exception of about a year in. One of the mounts got a bit loose, and I just tightened that down with a screwdriver, so that's really not a problem, and probably stuff that happens to normal guitars. As far as the sound goes, there are some cases in which it's not as loud as I would like, and of course I can always plug it into an amp when I'm at home, but sometimes when I'm out with friends it doesn't seem to be as loud as I would like it to be. So that's the one thing I have problems with, but I can't complain too much obviously because the body size is relatively small. So obviously the front of this is an unfinished wood, and because of that you can see that my fingernails, just from playing it over the years, have kind of dug into the wood and discolored it a little bit, which is something I actually like. I like a good patina on my products, and it's really just up to you. Of course, if you don't want to deal with this, you can get a pick guard, although I assume that might be sort of problematic because this guitar doesn't really have a lot of space for one. As far as the strings, I change the strings about once every 2 months, and that keeps it sounding great. Generally, it's very good with any strings I put on it, and it's a trooper. It always holds up to whatever I put it through, and I'm very happy with it. So even 3 years down the line, I would definitely still consider getting one of these. If you are a more experienced musician, obviously, and you're worried about loudness, then maybe a different acoustic is better. But if you just want to play and play at parties and have something light and portable to take around, this is 100% a go. So anyways, that's pretty much been it, and I hope wherever you are in the world, the sun is shining.